All right, you primitive screwheads, listen up. I got news for you, pal. You ain't leading but two things right now. Jack and shit. Jack left town. Well, hello, Mr. Fancy Pants.
What was that ruckus? What ruckus? I was just in my office and I heard a ruckus.
Describe the ruckus, sir.
Does this mean we're not friends anymore? I'm in my prime.
Out of your mind. Ain't it cool?
First you want to kill me, now you want to kiss me. Blow. Good. Bad. I'm the guy with the gun.
Whoops. Wasn't prepared for that. Not on my game today. But yes, DJ Nubis here with you on the Meltdown Radio Podcast, doing another trailer action. This time, got my ghoul brother, Mr. Tony, today to join me. His idea, of course, to do Predator, Killer of Killers, a new animated Predator movie. I think it's a movie. It's not a series, right?
I don't know. I don't know anything.
Oh, let's see. So it's an upcoming American adult animated science fiction and action anthology film. Okay.
Ooh.
Directed by Dan Trachtenberg. I've always wondered if he was related to Michelle, who passed away recently, but I don't think so. Produced by 20th Century Studios. It is the sixth film and eighth installment overall in the Predator franchise. So I guess it's tied in some ways with the live action films.
Mm-hmm.
The plot is it follows three of the fiercest warriors in human history: a Viking raider guiding her young son on a bloody quest for revenge, a ninja in feudal Japan who turns against his samurai brother in a brutal battle for succession, and a World War II pilot who takes to the sky to investigate an otherworldly threat of an allied curse or cause. But while all these warriors are killers in their own right, they are merely prey for their new opponent, the ultimate killer of killers. Voice cast is Lindsay Levanchi, Louis Ozawa, Shang-Xian, Rick Gonzalez, and Michael Biehn, who's the one I recognize.
Look at that. I got actual chills. I'm excited.
Nice.
I'm excited.
Very, very cool. Very cool. So, so we saw some of our fellow Sci-Fi Society members talking about this, and neither he or I have seen the trailer.
Right.
I know that they're going to be releasing another live-action film this year called Predator Badlands, which I think is going to be tied to the Prey and everything else. So we'll see how that goes. That looks kind of interesting, but I know that one of the things that we were talking about after Prey was like we'd like to see. Of course, we were talking live action, a Predator movie that either deals with like feudal Japan or, some other era that, from the ancient past or whatever, that shows how long the Predators have been kind of like fucking around with humans on our planet. So, so this will be interesting. Like, I kind of get disappointed that it's animated. Like, I'll watch it because I do love it.
Yeah.
But when you're dealing with stuff that's tied to, like, this happens with the kaiju films too, is like, I rather it didn't just be like the Gamera Rebirth series was great for an animated show, but I wish it had been live action. That would have been a lot more fun for me.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, I will watch this. I'm sure you will too.
Oh yeah.
So let's check out the trailer for Predator, Killer of Killers. Nice.
You are old enough now. It's time I tell you about the monster.
Whoa.
We must kill it, or it will kill us all.
Oh. That's terrible. All right.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. That looked cool. Again, though, like if you'd seen that in like live action, that would be fucking insane just to watch.
I don't know if
I
we
like
could
that
do
it's
all that,
graphic
though.
and gory, and I like that part of it. So that's gonna be cool. What day? This is Hulu. I don't have Hulu, of course.
I thought you did.
Nope. I used to, but you know, you can only be subscribed to so many freaking streaming channels nowadays. So
Yeah. Yeah.
but
That's how I
there
watched
are
Goku.
ways. Oh, really? I watched it through Canopy. It was actually on Canopy. Now, Long Legs appeared on Canopy, so Neko and I will
Ooh.
probably watch that because she's been aching to see that film. So
I liked Long Legs, but that's not what we're talking about.
no, yeah, we went off the reservation.
We did.
Pretty much quickly there, but yeah, this looks great. The graphics look really good. I like the anthology part of it. It actually makes it a lot more fun than just doing like one particular story. So I do like that.
Yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of Heavy Metal from 1981, like just the gore and the feel. Now I don't know we heard a little bit of the soundtrack, but I don't know if that's going to be throughout the entire thing or not. But
Yeah.
should be interesting for sure.
Hell yeah. Yeah, because when I saw the poster for this, I thought, I'm a big Predator fan. I'm fanboying over this, and Shayna's sitting on there on the bed, and I'm like, what's it? This poster though? I was like, there's a samurai sword, but then there's oh boy, is there going to be 3 separate stories? Again, I had no idea anything. I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Oh my God. Finally, we're going to get to see it. And I'm going, Shayna, they're going to fight in Japan. They're going to fight this. And I'm all excited. She's like, yeah, good for you.
The interesting thing too, though, and I think this is probably one of my little gripes about Prey is that they kind of dumbed down the Predator a little bit. Granted, we're talking many years from when that took place with the Native Americans to, present day like Predator film, but in this, they still have them throughout the history. These predators still look like they're sophisticated and their technology is very high. So,
yeah,
I don't know if it's going to mesh totally with what Prey was portraying with their predator because he looked very animalistic or basic compared to what we had seen normally of predators. So,
yeah.
Now it could be different versions of the predator in these, which would be interesting. But it looks really cool. I really enjoy the attack from the air and the cloaking and stuff like that.
Well, that pilot looked totally different than any predator that I was like, he looked almost like he didn't have tentacles or whatever those things are on his head.
Dreads, yeah.
The dreads.
That's what it looked like.
Something to do with them breathing.
Oh, yeah, maybe.
So.
Or because they always have like trophies and stuff, so maybe hair locks or like as many kills you can get outside like the skulls that they collect and stuff. But
maybe
because we saw in like the first AVP film, they were marking their helmets with the aliens' blood, to mark how many they had or what kills they got. So
yeah,
certainly a great aspect. That plus I talked about this at length. I have these trilogy of books dealing with Alien versus Predator, and one of the main protagonists is a Asian fighter woman. Like the warrior woman is an Asian and uses like a samurai sword and stuff. So like that's kind of cool that they're doing feudal Japan. So I don't know how it's going to play out, but that would be cool.
That World War II thing sounds interesting too, because everything's always on the ground. This one's in the air.
Yeah,
that'd be cool. I'm excited, man. I'm excited for this, and the animation, like to me, in a way, it kind of like Animatrix, like, but they had different styles throughout every one of them. I would have liked to, from based on the trailer, it looked like the same animation throughout each one. I would have liked to have done like an Animatrix kind of thing, like this kind of style of art, this kind of drawing.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's actually a great point because they did that in Heavy Metal, I think, because when I did that review with Anthony, he talked about how it looked cleaner towards the end than it did from the beginning. So, well, it's possible because that's also an anthology that you had different directors doing each segment. And so it will have their own like aesthetic to how they designed it.
Yeah.
It could be the same thing with this. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to have like multiple animators or what, but that could be a possibility.
Yeah. I'm excited though. As long as they don't do like a time travel kind of thing, like where they all have to come together and, just leave it separate stories. There's enough of the years that passed that since these things have pretty much been around since dinosaurs, it's like an endless amount of things they could do with it.
We should get one of those too, though, by the way.
What?
Whether in the prehistoric times, predators hunting like cavemen.
Oh, God. Then that would be a really dumb
but how
predator.
cool would that be? Because you remember, like in Predator 2 at the end, there's like one, it looks like a fucking T-Rex head almost, even though it's a little bit alien-like. But
yeah,
clearly they've been hunting all sorts of creatures. So like that would be kind of cool.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely.
So you're a big Predator fan, but you're also a big Jean-Claude Van Damme fan.
Yeah. Yeah. So I know about him.
Yeah, because Neko never knew that he was going to be the original Predator. So, yeah, you should see the suit though. It looks bad.
It looks terrible. I
mean,
mean,
weirdly enough, it looks almost like the way they did it in Prey. Prey is a lot better, obviously, but it has that similar kind of look. And so I don't know if that's what they were trying to go for, just as nostalgia or what. But seeing Van Damme and that, I was like, oh, thank God they went a different direction. That movie would have bombed.
Yeah, that wouldn't have been like in my, most watched movie ever category for sure. Even though I like Van Damme. Yeah. I mean, when they show the parts where it's like camouflage and him running through, it looks okay because you can't see the suit.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited for this though, man.
I am excited for this as well. So when it comes out on June 6th, I'll have to find a way to get a hold of it and watch it because I will review it. Probably review it with you and other people, I'm sure.
Oh yeah,
as we are big fans of the Predator series, so we don't like some more than others, but
that's what everything though.
Yeah. Anywho, for those be looking for probably about 30 minutes or so, I'll be doing Cinematic Synergy with Anthony Jordan and Kevin Lambert to do Mimic from 1997. When I get a chance, I'll upload this as well as our Tony and I's review of Cuckoo from earlier today. So be looking for that. See you next time on the Military Arena Podcast. And please like and subscribe to Mr. Tony the Dead. Great content as always. He has great unboxings and a lot of great DVDs. His collection that he never gets out anymore, but he has it. I promise. He has those films.
It's all back there.
Yeah. It's just hiding. All right, everybody. Take care. Enjoy the rest of your day, and we'll see you later.